watching your video and turn up the sound. Giving opinions, you know that's a fact. We got Abigail and Jason watching the film react.
Hello Abigail and Jason, welcome to Finn Reacts episode 16. Francesca, Ramona and Veronica present to you our very wonderful audience our show, or joyous, is a three-woman play written and performed by three women and co-directed by one man. The play centers around the three main characters, a group of New York housewives who become inspired by the Amazon Prime TV show The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and so they decide to perform a sketch show. Now this isn't your normal reaction vid. While I am going to be giving my overall thoughts on the show, this is not the first time I have watched it, but I had the pleasure of a live viewing. I even got to film the damn thing, and if you're wondering, that's why it looks so bad. I'm sorry. So at this point, I should probably say, if you're going to watch this video and you haven't seen the original show yet, go and watch it now, it's the link below me.
Without further ado, we welcome you all to Francesca, Ramona and Veronica present to you our very wonderful audience, our show!
Very good title, very original.
It is from the very first opening scene that we get to appreciate the characters of this show. Not a moment is wasted in setting up the friction that we see between Veronica and the others, as she is often thrown at the wayside and generally considered to be a stupid piece of shit.
Kid, when I was your age, Ronald Reagan was president.
Sweetie, that's nothing. When I was your age, Ronald Reagan was still an actor.
Who's Ronald Reagan?
Okay.
What?
Before the sketch portion of the show, each character gets to showcase their own work, as cameraman Finnbar fully prepares you for how little he knows about how to operate a camera, as he is also a stupid piece of shit. But to be fair, he was abandoned by the assistant camera operator the day before. Francesca reads an excerpt from a mystery novel.
Ricky, her gorgeous partner, strolled in looking forlorn. "Good morning," he said in a thick French accent.
Ramona
performs some stand-up.
So, what's the deal with food at christenings? I like little finger sandwiches as much as the next other middle-class housewife, but what's with all the prawns? Oh my God!
And Veronica attempts to read her poem.
Love is a hug in the middle of Central Park where my ice cream falls on the ground. Love is the ring that you gave me that was on the corpse that you found. Love is the feeling that your husband respects the vows that he made when you wed. Love is the feeling of kicking those corpses of those...
Okay, right.
For me, this is one of the most important parts of the play, not only because of the obvious narrative callback that we will come to later, but more generally in the sense that even in the short 20-minute production, we take the time to get to know each one of the characters. Each character has their own distinctive qualities. Francesca is the elder, whose wisdom can truly be appreciated in her not taking any kind of bullshit attitude, even from Ramona. She also has an untold history with the sound guy.
Okay, hi everyone, my name is Frankie. Francesca, if you don't know me too well, so I guess I'm Francesca to most of you. Though, if you play your cards right, who knows, you might leave here calling me more than Frankie.
Ramona can be seen as the de facto leader of the group, as she is the one whose idea it was to set up the whole show, and can generally be credited to not letting the group get too out of hand. She's also the most in tune with comedic vernacular, such as the idea of a hack or a roast.
I'm sorry I'm messing around and trying to...
You got to do this.
I'm sorry.
You need to perform for these lovely people. These people came from
Sometimes I like to be a bit South-African.
Respect your elders.
Veronica is misunderstood.
Hey, for my next magic trick, I will produce a version of Ronnie with more than 3 brain cells.
The performances here are second to none, with comedic timing that never misses a beat. They give off an air of effortlessness as they whoosh into the next sketch.
No, what's that physical theater thing where you
Oh,
do
the transition.
transition.
Okay, we push the next one, and then it's into the... Okay,
and
what?
The script is invisible, as it just feels as though they are fumbling through a carefully orchestrated show, clumsily quipping at each other as the audience falls down the magical rabbit hole of sketches. Any mistakes that you may think that you spot don't feel like mistakes, even at the point where Francesca gets possessed by a South African ghost.
Oh, I'm so glad people laughed.
Yeah, I think they laughed. Oh my god, I'm South African now.
The sketch Sleazy McGeezy Does Some Good Dealsies, written by Ramona, is set up as a commentary on current day feminism.
There are still heroes out there. So, with that in mind, please welcome our next sketch, Sleazy McGeezy Does Some Good Dealsies.
As we watch the sketch, it becomes apparent that it's just another way that Francesca and Ramona can make Veronica look like an idiot.
Sold!
Sold. Ah, you stupid dummy idiot bitch!
This is obviously just one of the many things that leads to Veronica murdering the other two at the end of the show, but it allows us to question whether that was the intended end to the show, or if they were actually murdered. Perhaps Ramona's intention for the show was to show how feminism can turn on itself. When Veronica pulls out the gun at the end, it presents three different possibilities. 1. Did Francesca and Ramona know this would happen, and deliberately pushed their buttons to get to this point?
No.
2. Was it a plan all along and Veronica was in on it?
No.
Or 3. Francesca and Ramona were genuinely blindsided.
We sell ice cream, we sell ice.
I personally choose to believe it was the third option, not only because it demonstrates Ramona's obliviousness to the comedic vernacular of the callback, but also because it drives home the message of how the disrespect of Veronica's intelligence can lead to the implosion of feminism. There are some moments of unity between the three, especially in the North Pole sketch where they admit that they turned to Google to help write it.
https://www.thestage.co.uk//advice/2-016/2016//sketch/. And what it said was...
Wait. What's the last?
//
This puts them all on the same level, with Francesca and Ramona not claiming any dominance over Veronica.
We're in a supermarket on the North Pole and sea!
In these moments, it is nice to see these interactions that are reminiscent of a mother and daughter relationship, where you could say that their constant abuse is just a way of caring. Perhaps they are genuinely fearful of Veronica looking stupid in front of other people, especially in the suggested dangerous mob world that they were a part of. Could they be simply trying to protect her from saying or doing something out of turn? Then again, this autocomplete Google sketch is even shown before the sketch that Veronica has written, which reiterates how they've ranked themselves. The final sketch that we see is Veronica's sketch. This is what leads me to believe that for the characters, the end was an actual unexpected moment. From what we have seen from the characters so far, there is no way that Francesca and Ramona would have let Veronica end the entire show on her sketch.
Give us all the money in the world!
Although, Francesca does say at the beginning that it will be a 20-minute production, and the overall runtime even reaches beyond this point. So the conclusion that we must reach is that this was the intended end to the show, and Francesca and Ramona care about Veronica enough to let her end the whole thing. Unless they're actually dead, and Veronica was the real genius all along. This ambiguity is why I love this show, and why it gets a 5 out of 5 from me. Thanks for watching, Abigail and Jason. I will now end with some clips of some of my favourite quotes from the show. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Ding, ding, ding! I'm walking into the supermarket!